So today is July 27, Tuesday, July 27, 10 p.m. I plan for this video to be completely just for my purpose, and I plan on just keeping it private, and because I'm tired and I planned on journaling it, but I feel like I talk faster than I write, and I don't feel like writing this out. Today was a little bit triggering for me, and I didn't expect that to be. I didn't plan for it. I didn't prepare for it, but I identified a trigger that I didn't know was a trigger until right then and there. So this morning, my two older sisters, and I had planned to have lunch at a restaurant out in Rialto, and that Rialto is my hometown, and that's where I went to high school. That's where I went to elementary and middle school and high school as well. So going back to the restaurant that we had agreed to, definitely brought back some memories, I guess triggering memories. So we met up at Cracker Barrel in Rialto. I wanted to try that restaurant because it's rare to see that restaurant here in California. So yeah, lunch was good, and then afterwards me and Kaiden had planned to watch movies at the movie theater in that area too, and that was planned. What wasn't planned was having Kaiden's twin cousins come along and go to the movies with us. And that was something that had I guess started the trigger, or actually was the trigger. A couple months ago, Kaiden and I were also in that area. We again, we had planned to have breakfast with one of my best friends from high school at that restaurant at Cracker Barrel, but the line was too long, so we didn't end up going to that restaurant. We went to IHOP that was close by, and Kaiden had asked to stop by Chase and Chance's house because he knew that we were in the area, and it bothered me, and I reacted in a way where I was bothered. I just said, no, that wasn't part of the plan. We're not stopping by. And I was irritated and upset, and I didn't want to stop by. I wanted to go home. I didn't feel like stopping by. And at that moment, I didn't know that it was a trigger, and that's what caused my I can't put a word to it. That's what caused my I was uncomfortable. I wasn't comfortable stopping by to go see Chase and Chance, and I reacted in an irritable way. I was irritable and got a little upset at Kaiden for even mentioning, or I was bothered and I didn't know how to react. So I just said, no, we're not stopping by. We didn't plan for it, so no. I know we're in the area, but I don't want to stop by. And we left it at that. And then fast forward to today, we were in the area, and Kaiden again asked, hey, can we stop by and see Chase and Chance? And I remembered that I just felt obligated to say yes because of the last time and how I reacted last time. So I said, yeah, go ahead, call Papa first. He called Papa, no answer. And then he called his auntie Ariel, no answer too. And then I still had Chase and Chance's number. So Kaiden called Chance and he happened to pick up. And they said, yeah, we'll be ready in 10 minutes. It was 2 o'clock at that time and our movie didn't start till 3:10. I kind of was hoping that no one would have answered and it would have just ended up being me and Kaiden to go watch the movies, but that wasn't the case. So I honestly wasn't ready to pick them up that early. So I had parked at the gas station, at Arco gas station, which was around the corner. And we stayed there till about 2:30. And I even told Kaiden, I said, it was just supposed to be me and you to go to the movies. I didn't plan for Chase and Chance to come, and I'm not ready to pick them up yet. So we just sat at the gas station until Chance called and asked if we were on the way. So we went to go pick them up and watch the movie. I'm recording this because I didn't realize that seeing Chase and Chance and going to Papa's house was a trigger for me, and it still brings me back to when me and Kaiden's dad were trying to figure things out or trying to work things out for the second time. I remember it was Christmas of 2017 when me and Kaiden's dad and Kaiden stopped by Papa's house, and okay, yeah. So today's trigger brought me back to December 2017 when me, Kaiden's dad, and Kaiden went to Papa's house to open presents and, you know, celebrate Christmas. Yeah. And that's why I still can't seem to bring myself to go to that door, to go to their door. And, you know, because when I picked them up today, Kaiden just went to the door. I stayed in the car, and I wasn't ready to go to the door. I wasn't ready to get out of my comfort zone, out of my own car, to go to the door and knock on the door and say, hey, Chase and Chance, hey, Ariel. I wasn't ready for that, and I think I'm okay with it. I know it might come across as disrespectful to Ariel because I'm not coming to the door to go get Chase and Chance, but it was triggering, and I didn't want to make my own self more uncomfortable by going to the door. So yeah. But I managed, and we went to the movies. We enjoyed Snake Eyes. That was the movie that we watched, and then we dropped him off. And I felt okay to drive, and for some reason I wanted to keep pushing myself past my comfort zone, and go drive to Rose's Market, which was the liquor store or the market. I hate to say liquor store. It was a store that everyone would go to after school, after practice, after cheer practice, football practice, softball, baseball. A lot of people would go to Rose's Market to buy some snacks, some food, some drinks, and yeah, I drove by Rose's Market, and then we went to Carter High School, drove onto the parking lot. Me and Kaiden went down to the football field. There was a football team practicing. They were conditioning on the track, and that was when I realized that it was more than nostalgia. It was more than just memories coming back to me. My heart was racing. My heart was in my chest, just racing. I felt like I couldn't breathe, but then I heard Kaiden. He was like, "Mom, wait for me." And I just couldn't wait for him. I walked onto the field and sat onto one of the bleachers, and had Kaiden not been there, I would have just like started crying or something. But I just got teary-eyed, and Kaiden was right behind me, so I had to just like, play it off. And me and Kaiden just sat there for maybe 5 minutes, and I just took it all in. Looked around, and just remembered about high school. And not only just high school, but what happened at home when I was in high school. That was more of the trauma that happened, because during high school and during my childhood, I didn't realize that my childhood and my upbringing wasn't normal. At that time, when I was growing up and when I was in high school and in middle school and elementary school, I thought that every household was just like our household. We would move. We lived in Rialto, and then we moved when I was in, I think, freshman year. We moved, and there was a time where I had to stay we got separated, me and my dad decided to separate us. My dad told us to stay at a friend's house, told us, as in me, Daisy, Leia, told us to stay at a friend's house. And while Mom, Dad, Nicole, and Bong would stay at our uncle's house at another part of Rialto. And that was when Leia was, I think, in sophomore. Leia was a junior, Daisy was a sophomore, and I was a freshman. We slept over at Lady's house. I don't know how long it was. It was probably just a week or two, but to me, in my teenage self, it felt like a long time. And yeah. And then after that, I think my mom and dad found a house in Fontana that we were able to rent freshman year, sophomore year. And then yeah, and then at my senior year, we moved again. I think I don't want to recall how exactly the time there. I have sat and thought about, you know, my childhood until elementary to middle school to high school, but right now in this moment, I feel like I'm just like not trying to recall because I've done that already. It was just not normal. My high school, my middle school years, it wasn't normal at home, at least, um, which did affect high school and my experience in high school. So yeah, today was a triggering day, but I still managed to get through, and I'm still here, and I'm still okay. I worked out in my garage, and yeah, I think that's it. I'm just gonna end this video. I don't know how, but yeah.